Hello everyone, welcome to the video update summarizing the final design of the Mount Auburn Street Complete Streets roadway reconstruction project. My name is Christopher Surratt and I work with Ty & Bond, and we work alongside the Watertown Department of Public Works on this Complete Streets project. Corridor segmentation. We split the Mount Auburn Street corridor up into 4 digestible segments. This is a consistent approach from previous public meetings. The segments are as follows: Patton Street to Walnut Street, Walnut Street to Dexter Avenue, Dexter Avenue to Arlington Street, which is Coolidge Square, and Arlington Street to the Cambridge City line. Design overview for segment 1, Patton Street to Walnut Street. The road diet begins east of Common Street. Traffic volumes and intersection spacing preclude road diet concept in this segment. Buffered bicycle lanes in the eastbound direction begin at Chester Street. Along Mount Auburn Street, the curb line layout will allow for future road diet with the implementation of pavement marking adjustments. So what has changed in segment 1? Parker Street is no longer part of the Common Street traffic signal. We removed this intersection leg from the signal based on feedback received from MassDOT, MBTA, and the overall intersection delay that this leg of the intersection created as part of the traffic signal. We've included a placemaking area at the intersection of Walnut Street, and we've added the high friction green bicycle lane markings through signalized intersections. We have an example here in the bottom right hand corner of the slide. This is the first segment, but we've also included this on all segments within the Mount Auburn Street project. 2. Walnut Street to Dexter Avenue, a design overview. We have buffered bicycle lanes in each direction. In the eastbound direction, we have a double buffered bicycle lane where there's a painted buffer both on the travel lane side and alongside on-street parking. In the westbound direction, we have a single buffer against the travel lane as we do not have on-street parking in the westbound direction. There are turn pockets at select side streets. This gives an additional space for vehicles turning onto side streets and that are out of the flow of traffic. 2 signalized intersections are located in this segment. There's a traffic signal at Walnut Street and a traffic signal at School Street. We have 5 rectangular rapid flashing beacons that will look to supplement crosswalks across Mount Auburn Street. These locations include Boylston Street and the western approach for Mount Auburn Street, Winthrop Street, Langdon Avenue, Adams Street, and Dexter Avenue. 2. Walnut Street to Dexter Avenue. What has changed in the design? The western intersection of Boylston Street with Mount Auburn Street, during the 25% design, we showed a proposed traffic signal at this location. Moving forward, we are proposing an overhead rapid flashing beacon as additional traffic counts and analysis was taken at this location, and the traffic signal was not warranted. For the configuration of the School Street intersection, we realigned some of the curb lines and traffic medians to shorten crossing distances and retain the Delta Island in the northern portion of the intersection. We've provided a crosswalk relocation. Currently, there's a mid-block crossing at Oakley Road in front of the Hosmer School. We've relocated that crosswalk to the overhead rapid flashing beacon at the western Boylston Street intersection at Mount Auburn Street. Several bus stops were relocated, and this is from feedback from abutters, from the City of Watertown, and also from MBTA. Those bus stop locations include Amherst Road in the westbound direction, Boylston Street in the eastbound direction, Adams Avenue in the westbound direction, and Adams Street in the eastbound direction. Segment 3, Dexter Avenue to Arlington Street, design overview. So segment 3 is the Coolidge Square Business District. We have expanded and enhanced placemaking areas at Bigelow Avenue and Arlington Street, Grove Street intersections. We'll get into this more when we talk about the landscape and streetscape component of this project. We are proposing dedicated bicycle facilities through Coolidge Square. And based on our meeting with business owners in the Coolidge Square Business District, we have implemented loading and delivery zones at select locations within Coolidge Square. What has changed in the Coolidge Square Business District? Based on feedback provided during the 25 and 75% design stages, we have added an additional crosswalk at Bigelow Avenue. You can see here the crosswalk is highlighted in the photo to the right. As this is a signalized intersection, we are required to provide a crosswalk at each leg of the intersection. To do this, we modified a curb line, we adjusted the pedestrian curb ramps, and we implemented a crosswalk at that missing leg of the intersection. We have also included a segment of bicycle lane on Bigelow Avenue approaching the Mount Auburn Street intersection. And we've reconfigured a curb extension at Elton Avenue. By doing so, we gained an additional parking space along Mount Auburn Street. As we mentioned, we met with Coolidge Square business owners in January of 2023, and based on input from business owners, we have designed and implemented select locations for loading zones on Mount Auburn Street and on adjacent side streets. We're looking here to balance on-street parking demand with the needs of the local business owners. The fourth and final segment, Arlington Street to Cambridge. The design overview includes a double buffered bicycle lane in each direction. This part of the corridor has more right-of-way to work with. Because of that, we are able to implement a double buffered bicycle lane in each direction. As we approach in Cambridge in the eastbound direction, we are tying into a shared bus bicycle lane that will carry riders into the city of Cambridge and into their facilities. We do have on-street parking along each side of Mount Auburn Street in this segment, and we do have a crosswalk with a rectangular rapid flashing beacon at Keenan Street and at Cottage Street in this segment. Most of the changes in this segment are focused on the photo on the bottom of the slide. We relocated the bus stop in front of the entrance of the Tufts building and moved it to the far side of Keenan Street in the eastbound direction. We've shown this in previous updates, but we wanted to reiterate this configuration as it provides a significant safety improvement, as the crosswalks for both bus stops, both in the eastbound and westbound direction, will be behind the bus stop. This provides additional visibility for pedestrians and also for vehicles utilizing Mount Auburn Street. Join us for a final design open house at the Grosbeck Center at the Perkins School for the Blind, Tuesday, June 20th, 2023, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. The project team will be available to answer questions on the final design elements and streetscape and landscape components of the project. Plans and graphics will be available for public viewing at the meeting. Thank you for your time and your interest in the Mount Auburn Street Complete Streets Roadway Reconstruction Project. Please visit the project website, www.mountauburnstreet.com, for additional videos, project information, and details about the open house.